are going to get the crystallization out of the honey. When your raw natural honey starts crystallizing, it's a normal process, and it really is a good sign that you have great honey. It's just the natural glucose and fructose in it, and there's always a little bit of pollen, and that gives it something to kind of attach to. So when you get this in your honey, it's not bad. It's actually a really good sign. You can either separate your honey and use the crystallized part on your toast, or a bunch of different ways. You can put it on anything. It's really good like that. Or you can kind of heat it up and bring it back to a liquid state. So don't throw out your honey. If it crystallizes, it just means it's a really, really good honey. So today I'm going to show you how to warm it up and bring it back to its liquid state and kind of get rid of those crystals so you can use it liquidy. All we're going to need to do this process is just a pot of water. Put some water in a pot, just an inch or so in a small pot, and just turn it up and get the water boiling. You don't want to put your honey in yet, but once you get it boiling, then we're going to put the honey. Stick our honey in the really hot boiling water. We are going to heat up our jar a little bit just by running under a little bit of hot water in the sink. We don't want a cold jar going into really hot water. It can crack your jar. So we're just going to heat it up and get the jar warmed up so it's not such a shock when it goes into the boiling hot water. Got our water up to a boil, and we are going to take it off the heat and put our honey in it. Whoa, steamy. So we're just, I like to loosen my cap a little bit so it's not too tight on the honey. And then we're just going to place it right down in the water and let it sit there. And the heat is going to kind of melt the crystals and bring it back to the liquid state. So we're just going to let this sit and check it once the water cools down and see how it is. Cooled down, and you can see quite a bit of the crystallization is gone in this. Let's see. There's just a little bit left, so we're going to heat our water up and do this one more time. So this should have all of the crystallization gone once it's done. So sometimes it takes 2 or 3 times depending on how much crystallization you have in there. This was quite a bit when we started, and now it's quite low. So we're just going to put our water back on the stove and heat this up again, and let it get the rest of that crystallizing. Okay, so we're back checking on our honey, and it is all done. There's just a couple of tiny little crystals in there. We could do this one more time, but I don't think I'm really going to worry about that. So the honey looks great. It's all liquefied, and it's ready to use again. And remember, you don't want to put this in a microwave because it doesn't heat evenly, and you could scorch sections of it. When you boil honey, it destroys some of the properties in it, so you want to just put the whole jar in the water. And not on direct heat, because you don't want your honey to actually boil. Just warming it enough to decrystallize it is all you need to do. So that's it. Thank you for joining me, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.